Alright, hi and welcome to another installment of Math Basics with Mr. Besh. Today another one and done. We're going to talk about rational numbers, and remember that's just fancy for saying fractions, but we're going to be dealing with positives and negative fractions. They're done exactly the same way. You just got to remember your rules that we already covered when we worked with integers. If you take a look at this first prob, a negative 3/5 and a positive 5/6. When you combine these like any other fraction that you would be adding or subtracting together, you got to get a common denominator. So now you want to take the two denominators, 5 and 6, and identify the least common multiple. Now the least common multiple of 5 and 6 is just 30. So whatever you would multiply the denominators by to get the least common multiple from when you started, you have to multiply the numerators. So then 5 times 6 made 30, so then 3 times 6 makes 18. And then vice versa. 6 times 5 made 30, so 5 times 5 makes 25. Exactly the same way we did adding and subtracting fractions in the first place. But now what you have to decide is whether or not our answer is positive or negative. And you play the little game. You look at the top. You remember our rules. If they both had the same sign, you add them together and use the sign they both have. If they have different signs, like these two numbers up here in the numerator, you have to subtract the difference. So now what you have is a negative 18 and a positive 25. Remember what that means. You have 25 positives and 18 negatives. So as a result, you have more positives than negatives. And that's why my answer is positive. Notice the bottom of the fraction always stays the same unless you are reducing your fraction into lowest terms. And that is not the case here because 7 does not go into 30 or vice versa. So this fraction is what it is. 7 over 30 is my answer, and it's a positive answer. The other note I want to make mention to is remember, all positive answers need no sign in front of them. The only time a fraction or a number needs a sign is when it is negative. I hope you found this one and done both helpful and informative.